What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the stream, and today we have our second trade deadline with those Kansas City Royals. As you can see, we are 7 games over 500, right in the thick of things. Actually going to take you to the standings real quick. We are 11 and a half out of the American League Central, but we are a measly little game out of the wild card spot. So we are in contention, and we're going to sell. I'm not trying to tank. I just think that I know this team isn't in the right spot. We have quite a few guys on one-year contracts who are not going to, probably they're not going to want to re-sign with us. As you can see, we're actually giving up more runs than we're scoring. So I think that, going for it's not necessarily that smart. And like I said, we're building for the long run here. We've actually overperformed this season. So I'm really impressed with us and how we've been able to overperform, but I'm not deviating from the plan I set out from the beginning. So before we get to some of the trades, I just want to recap some of the things that have happened. Check out the All-Star voting. We did only have one All-Star this year, but it was Bobby Witt Jr. with his second straight All-Star game. And unlike last year, he was very deserving of it this year. You see the slash line's very good there. I think he's competing for a Silver Slugger at third base, although he's probably going to lose to Jose Ramirez. No surprises there. But I've been really, really happy with the way that Bobby Witt has kind of taken off in his second season. You see he's got a 4.0 WAR. Still want those walk numbers to be good, but better. But everything else is just on point. So really happy about this. He's got 10 more overall to grow because he's got that 96 potential. So really excited about this budding superstar we have in Bobby Witt. Okay, so after covering that, it's time to get to the trades. And just quickly, I'm going to show you everybody I'm going to be trading here real quick. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want to go to this one instead. Guys, here. Harrison Bader's not on here. I forgot to put him on here, but Harrison Bader will also be traded as well. So, the first trade I'm going to do is this, as you can tell by the name of the video, franchise-altering mega blockbuster. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sending Tyler Mahle. I'm going to be sending Ryan Stanek. And I'm going to be sending Harrison Bader. So this is quite a haul for Team Stanek, one of the best relief options on the market. Tyler Mahle is the best starting pitcher on the open market. And Harrison Bader is probably the best hitter. You can see he's had a career resurgent year. He's got a WAR of 2.1, and that's with missing like a month and a half with injury. He's got some huge pop, almost an ISO at 300. So huge season from him. This is exactly what we were hoping to get. And we are going to be trading them to the San Diego Padres. And I am going to start with the Padres, taking the number 7 prospect in all of baseball in this game. I don't actually know what he is in real life. But we're going for Jackson Merrill. He's got 94 potential, 20 years old, nice left-handed bat. We're going to have to grow his power a little bit. Hopefully we can get up to about league average power, somewhere in the 60s range. He's going to have to work on his defense a little bit. Should end up as a pretty decent defender as well. So we're going to take this guy, and then we're also going to take an 88 potential starting pitcher who could be a future ace of our staff in Dylan Lesko. Another 20-year-old. He's only 61 overall, so he's still got a lot of work to do. Has a really nice changeup with 89 break. Fastball, pretty decent at 93 miles an hour. Nice makeup overall there, so I'm really excited about this guy. Now, you can see that because of budgetary constraints, this trade is not going to work. So in order to make this work, I got to get a little funky. So let's exit out of there real quick, and let's get started on this. So I'm going to start by saying Tyler Mahle, and Brewer Hicklin, who's on my 40-man roster. I tried putting him in the majors this year. Didn't really do all that much. I was really happy for what he gave me last year. That was kind of a nice little story that the 60 overall D potential was balling out. But anyways, those two guys I'm going to be trading for, let's go to the Padres. I'm going to be taking Michael Wacha, who is currently in their starting rotation, but he's been awful. So I'm actually kind of doing them a favor because this guy's been really, really hurting them this year. I'm actually surprised he even had a positive WAR. But in order to make the money work, I have to do it like this. So I'm going to make this trade, and then let's go get Jackson Merrill. So that's going to be the first trade. We're going to complete that. Then the next trade I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sending Harrison Bader. And then I'm going to be sending Seth Lugo, who's got a contract, bad contract. He's 70 overall. He's not even in the majors, so this is not like hurting them at all. This is a completely impact type thing right here. So we're going to be taking Seth Lugo, and we're going to be taking Dylan Lesko. So that's the second trade we're going to be done. And then the final trade is I'm going to be sending them Ryan Stanek, and I am going to be taking Randall Grichuk. So this did work last night when I did it. I don't know why it doesn't work now. Okay, I might have to kind of adjust on the fly a little bit here. I just did this last night and it worked out just fine. I don't know why it's not working now. Okay, let me see if I can find one more guy who's got like a bad contract that I can take. I would take Chris Mott here because he's injured, so I can't. Pedro Severino. There we go. Playing well at catcher. I don't want to take somebody of any. Oh, they got Luis Camposano, Jorge Alfaro, and Severino's in. Okay, Severino's in the minors. Okay, so I need to add one more player into this to make it work, and let's just give them Mickey Gasper. Let me see if I can find somebody that they'll do. I'm going to need to send them... Well, I'm a little bit annoyed that... There we go. Reggie McCormick's not important to me at all. Somebody I signed in the offseason, but okay, that's fine. I had to adjust to the fly there, but all right, that works. So, in the end, let's go look at the trades here. We'll look at what the final deal is overall, and this is a big-time blockbuster. Transactions and completed. Let's go to trades, and here we go. So in the end, the final deal is going to be Tyler Mahle, Ryan Stanek, Harrison Bader, Reggie McCormick, and Brewer Hicklin for Jackson Merrill, Dylan Lesko, Michael Wacha, Randall Grichuk, and Seth Lugo. So I'm getting quite a bit back, but I'm just going to cut Randall Grichuk, Seth Lugo, and Michael Wacha. Those I literally only did that to get the budget constraints to work. And as you can see that the actual trade I wanted to do actually still favored the Padres. I almost took one more player. There was a right fielder for them that was 84 potential that I really liked. But I'm like, you know what? Jackson Merrill's a top prospect in all of baseball. This starting pitcher is also very good. So I didn't want to kind of like overtake them. And, I feel like top prospects are a little too easy to trade for in this game. So I feel like that's fair. Plus, I mean, if you add in a little bit of value of these guys, I think actually the Padres are a little bit of a favor, kind of cutting some of that money from them. So I didn't take anybody the only guy of any impact is maybe Michael Wacha because he's actually in their starting rotation, but he's actually been hurting them. So in a way, kind of doing them a favor by addition by subtraction. Okay, so we got a couple of more moves to make. The next guy I'm going to be sending is Noah Syndergaard, who has had a very good season. This is what we were hoping we'd get out of him. Solid FIP and component ERA. He is going to be going to the St. Louis Cardinals, who need some serious rotation now. Framber Valdez and Jordan Montgomery have been solid, but after that, kind of rough in the rotation. Plus, they have a bunch of lefties. I think, what is that, 5 lefties? I think they have 5 lefties in their starting rotation. So they need some serious help in the rotation, especially from a right-handed pitcher. And from them, I'm going to be taking some smoke in Tink Hens. 97-mile-an-hour fastball, good stamina, B potential. I didn't look in what his potential is. I'll take a look in a second. But you see, we're getting a guy I really like, but still, it's favoring the Cardinals, so I don't feel like I'm taking too much from them. And let's go take a look at Tink Hens real quick. I didn't look in, but I'm curious to see what his potential is. Okay. Oh, wow. 88 potential. Not what I expected. So I kind of did fleece them a little bit, I guess. I thought he'd be like a low B potential, but hey, I'll take it. I'm never going to mind screwing over the Cardinals, Okay. So the next trade I'm going to be making is with the Seattle Mariners. Again, I'm going to be trading them a relief pitcher for the second straight year. As you can see, their bullpen's not too bad, but one thing they're lacking is a good lefty. You see Amir Garrett, he's actually out for the rest of the season. He had a bad ERA as well. Gabe Spire's not even in the MLB. So they need a lefty, and I'm going to be sending Dick Lovelady, who's had a very good season for us. Check out his ERA, component ERA, and his FIP have both been outstanding. So this was a nice little surprise that Dick Lovelady was able to play very well. And I'm not going to be taking anything too crazy from them. I'm going to be taking a 19-year-old starting pitcher with 57 overall, Jose Urbina, another flamethrower. And see, the bar is right down the dead middle. I have not looked into Urbina. Let's take a look at him real quick. So I did not look at these guys. I tried not to like stack the deck. Oh, so he has 74 potential. So maybe I think that's fair value for Dick Lovelady. So maybe kind of balancing out a little bit of what we got, a little bit of an overpay from the Cardinals. But the Cardinals really, really badly needed a starting pitcher. And Noah Syndergaard's been very good. So he's still young enough to where they can resign him too. So I guess I can kind of see why the Cardinals would be willing to pay that much for Noah Syndergaard. And then the final trade we're going to be making is sending a couple of our relief pitchers, Josh DeMount and Taylor Clark. Both these guys are going to have 1 year of arbitration left. As you can see, they both had some pretty good seasons as well. And we are going to be sending them to another AL West team in the Texas Rangers, who could use some bullpen help. You can see that they don't have very good overalls there. Some of these guys are pitching well, but a few of these guys have not pitched well. The guys who are pitching in their bullpen are mostly left-handed relievers, like Taylor Hearn and Brett Martin. So they could use some right-handed relievers. And from these guys, I am going to be taking, let's see, I can't remember actually what position these guys play. I wrote down the names about the position. Okay, Glider Figueroa is the third baseman, left-handed hitter, like his overall profile there, strong arm, decent bat. So we'll be taking him, and then I will be taking, I think this guy was a right fielder? Yes. Yason Morbol, a 20-year-old right fielder, left-handed hitter, decent fielding numbers, decent bat. So this is another guy who profiles very well. I can't believe he's already played in the majors. So he's already on 40 man. No, I guess he just was on the 40-man last year, and just it's kind of weird that they put him in there. But anyways, so see, it's still just slightly favoring the Texas Rangers. These guys in the bullpen actually going to have 1 more year of service time left. So not a bad deal for them. They're not giving up anything too crazy. Let's go check and see what these guys' potential is, because I did not look on them in either. So let's go look. So Figueroa, he is a 74, so nothing crazy there, but a guy that interests me nonetheless. And then Yason Morbol, he is a 74 potential as well. So I think that's a relatively fair trade. I probably could have gotten a little bit more value for those two guys, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So that's it. That's all the moves we're going to make. But, you know, we still sent in only a few trades. We sent a lot of guys out. So let's go look at the final damage here. Wow, quite a bit going out in just a couple of trades with teams. And I'm really excited about that Padres trade. Definitely think it is a franchise-altering trade. As you can see, wow, we have dropped quite a bit after selling off some of our top pieces. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. I was really focused on, you know, building up this roster this year. Next year, we'll try to make some money moves, maybe sign a couple of younger guys to some longer contracts, maybe make a couple of trades in the offseason for some young guys we like. Who knows? It just depends on how everything shakes out. So anyways, just like last year, I'm going to dip out of here for a couple of seconds and kind of reorganize the roster because, you know, we got a lot that needs to be done here. And I will see you guys in a couple of minutes to look at the draft prospects. All right, and we are back. That took quite a while, per usual, to kind of move things around. As you can see, we are kind of solidified at about the 25th rank after the trade deadline. I have moved on a couple of days since the last time I was here. So we've kind of settled down with this as our final lineup going into the last 2 months of the season. I did bring back up Michael Garcia. He was having scorching hot at AAA, so it seems like he found his swing back. Hopefully he can get that back down the stretch of the season here. And then this is going to be what our pitching rotation looks like. I did bring up Taj Bradley. We're going to give him some chances in the rotation. DL Hall is in the rotation. Bring up guys like Josiah Gray back up. We're going to let him work in a relief role, see how that works out. Asa Lacy's making his MLB debut here at some point. And then we did bring up Perlander Barroa. So today is the last day to sign draft picks, and just spoiler for you guys, he's not going to sign. I was unable to generate enough interest in him, or him to generate enough interest. I can't offer him any more than this. And he's going to say, nah, dude, I'm good. So we're not going to be able to sign our 5th round draft pick. I'll have to check and see if he ends up in the free agent market and see what he is in terms of overall. But anyways, so we are going to sim to the next day. And let's check out how these draft picks did. So I actually did peek ahead a little bit before I did this episode, so I already knew what these guys' potentials were. I also noticed that this is not a very good draft class. A lot of these teams, just struggle to find guys in the 80s. So I think overall I was pretty happy with how things turned out. It wasn't an elite draft class by any means, but yeah, Diego Ramos is going to be a 79 potential. Little disappointed I couldn't get a B potential from our top 10 overall draft pick, but 79 is workable, so we'll see what we can get out of him. This is the guy that caused me a lot of issues. He took forever to sign, which is why I couldn't sign that last right fielder. And he's not very good. He's only going to be a 68 potential, but I did like the swing I took on Pedro Velasquez. He is going to be a 73 potential. This guy's got some intriguing stuff, so I like that. Bobby Brady was another swing I took. I like that. Now, he's very far away from the majors, but he's going to be 75 potential, so that's something to work with. This is our best draft pick. This is Reggie Rosales, another blind swing that we took. Awesome repertoire. Good makeup, decent velocity, 85 potential, so I like that. And then Pedro Chavez, just to kind of fill out the draft class. Can't hate a sixth round pick being a 67 potential. So overall, not too disappointed. I think we got a little bit more knowledge of how to do the draft classes this year, so I'm kind of ready to attack things next year and kind of I think I'm gonna have the secret sauce for next year's draft class. So, anyways, that's all I got to show you guys. I will see you. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll do one more player lock game in the second half of the season here. Now that the deadline's all done, I'll figure it out. Just see what I come across. Anyways, in the meantime, with Tweet Time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm gone. Deuces.